Okay, so I struggled with lust for most of my life. Ever since I can remember the first time I was exposed to pornography, I've been struggling with it ever since then. I believe around the time I was like at the age of 12. So since 12 years old, I was not addicted, but this battle with lust was an on and off thing. Currently I'm 18, turning 19 later this year. And this constant battle with lust caused me to, many times in my life, to just be in this pit of disappointment, this pit of just feeling bad for myself all the time. This pit where I'm never my best self. So I want to speak about lust and how for the past few months I've been able to overcome lust. The first thing I want to speak about is lust should never be a battle. Because if you make lust a battle, you're always going to lose that fight. You can never win the fight with lust. You can never. The more you fight back, the more you're going to lose. The more tempted you're going to feel. This is how you feel with just using willpower. When you just use willpower to overcome lust, it's not going to work. So along the lines, you're going to fail and you're going to fall towards it. You're going to fall to temptations. So remember, lust, you should never fight it. In the Bible it says, I don't know the exact verse, the exact chapter, but I know it says it in the Bible. Don't fight lust. Run away from it. I'm telling you, run as fast away from it as you possibly can. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way to defeat it, but this would be your main idea when you're thinking about overcoming your lust, when you're thinking about stopping it. Run away from it. Now, I know nowadays we're exposed to so much explicit content, we're exposed to so much sexualized content that it's hard to actually run away from it, that it's hard to fight the temptations. It's hard because all over social media, all over Instagram, all over TikTok, you start scrolling, next thing you see a woman half naked, you see her in a bikini, you see her having a fucking pantyhose, what do you like to call it, a G-string, a samosa, you know those triangles, top, off the ass is out. Like, this is what we're exposed to on the daily. And it's hard to escape it because social media is a part of all of our lives. It's a part of our lives. Like, that's where we get our entertainment from, that's where we get our education from, that's where we get the news from. Yet, in all these good things, there has to be bad things about social media. It exposes us to sexualized content, which sexualizes our brain, which makes us see women differently, which makes us as men see women as objects of our pleasure, which is not a good thing. This is a bad thing. This is horrible, to be honest. So think about overcoming lust in this way. You need to get to the root. For me, the root was always social media. The root was always scrolling, see a pretty girl, maybe she's half naked, maybe she's in a bikini. What will this do? This will cause me to become tempted. This will give me the idea to switch from Instagram to Chrome. We all know this move. To go from Instagram to Chrome, to go from YouTube to Chrome, to go from that to incognito mode. We all know this. Now, what do we need to do my bad. You need to remove that first step. You need to remove it. Remove that first step of actually being exposed to it. Now, I'm not saying you're never going to be exposed to sexualized content because it's all over the internet. But you have to remove that first step. That first step of actually being exposed to it. For me, it was putting my phone in grayscale mode and deleting TikTok and Instagram. That helped me the most. That literally helped me the most. Another thing that helped me also was, as soon as I saw any type of content, I would close the app, I'll literally put my phone down. Because I would start getting tempted, then I would walk away from my phone and just take like a step back to tell myself that, Tyler, you have these thoughts, you have these temptations. Don't fall to them, run away from them, or slowly move back and run away from them. That's why you need to get to the root. Whatever tempts you, remove it from your life. Whatever tempts you, whether it's playing a certain video game, whether it's watching certain type of videos, whether it's even hugging random girls. If these things tempt you, remove them. Because it's like a rabbit hole. It starts at that point. Next thing you know, you get that thought. Next thing you get the idea of watching something that you shouldn't be watching. And then it moves until you finally climax. Where after you climax, you feel shit. You feel like the worst. We all know this. Once we're at that stage, before it feels fine, before it feels harmless. But once we climax, once we release, we feel shit. We feel like failures. We feel like, damn, I just wasted my energy. So really think about it this way. The only way to solve your lust is to remove everything that tempts you. You are gonna be tempted sometimes. I'm telling you now, you're still gonna be tempted. But removing the roots of the problems will help you so much in combating and running away, especially running away from us. So yeah, man, that's my story. Currently, I'm 18 years old. I've stopped watching that shit for a couple of months now. And yeah, really right now, what's helping me a lot is just having a purpose, having things to do, having stuff to build. It distracts you from that and it allows you to channel your sexual desires and your sexual energy into the things that are worthwhile, into your purpose. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day further and hope you progress in your goals. I'll see you in the next video.